What up, Veronica?
Wow, hello.
Wow, hello. Welcome. This is the NgoVo Convo podcast. I'm Harrison. I'm joined by Veronica. She's that away to my...
Here. Right?
Yes, thank you. But
wow.
That's fine. It's not a big deal. Directions does not matter because what we want to do is really just have an excuse to talk about anything that ranges from anime to comics. It's been more anime like in the last year, I feel like.
Yeah.
Since the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
But that's fine. It's not a big deal. It's just
never a big deal.
Simmering, but it's not a big deal. It's
fine.
It's fine. But really, we also want to just clean up our never-ending backlog, which we kind of did this season, maybe.
Yeah.
I think you watch way more than me as usual, but that's fine. It's not a big deal. Because some would say, Veronica, we're conversing.
Wow, like NgoVo Convo, NgoVo Convo, logos above Harrison's head. He's pointing at it. Genius.
Sure, I'll take it. Yeah, that's loaded. That's a whole nother side thing. But you can watch every episode on YouTube.com or listen to it as a podcast by searching up NgoVo Convo on your podcast service of choice.
Everywhere and anywhere. Everywhere, really.
That's what you... Yeah, okay. I was trying to remember what you say and just trying to sync it up, but, it's fine.
Wow.
I know. But this episode, we are actually going to be talking about this past season for spring 2024, mainly anime. I don't think anything else because I didn't really watch anything else. Well, no, I did. But
no, we did.
We're focusing on that because we're trying to be very good and, focused.
We're focused.
But I don't think we'll if we talk, just assume spoilers. We'll kind of say if we want to, we'll just, or say, we want to discuss this, and we'll just say spoilers for a bit. Skip 20 seconds, 30 seconds, maybe.
Yeah.
A
minute.
Otherwise, that's it. That's the only thing. So we'll just get right into it.
Yeah.
It's been so long. I haven't hosted in so long.
You haven't hosted in so long. You're like, weird. Yeah.
I'm so used to just chilling. I'm like, let's just, this is the 2-3 minutes where I just zone out. I mean, what?
You can't. It would be what?
Let me get my list up. I think
list yourself up.
But I think the idea, Veronica, I brought 3 to 5 roughly.
Okay, same.
Yeah, same. Okay. And then 3 of them...
I feel like there's overlapping. There's some overlapping.
No, we'll just get that out of the way right away. And my idea is I'm going to really talk about the ones that are finished, that aren't ongoing, or did finish this season, if that makes sense.
Yeah. That's fine.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. It's fine.
It's fine.
I do just every quarter.
Well, not this quarter. I'm doing a lot more hosting.
Yeah. Oh, no, I meant the seasonal.
Yeah.
Trying to pull out my list and just get my list going. Okay, so, Veronica.
Harrison.
What are the ones that you watched? So then I can just confirm which one overlap and we can just go over those first, honestly.
I watch a lot.
I know. I'm really just making sure which one I have to talk about and then the rest you just kind of just do whatever.
Yeah. I think... My number one probably had to be Delicious in Dungeon. Yeah. But I think it was just refreshing. It's something we don't see often.
Yeah.
Enough.
Yeah.
It was depressing, funny. You kind of learn how to cook something. Mm-hmm. A new recipe if you wanted to.
Kind of.
It's
not Shokugeki level, but...
Yeah, no. But I mean, it's based off of real food. So, yeah, no, I think that was number one. And I'm just excited for more. Season 2 is coming out next year, I think.
You just reminded me there were some that started last season but ended this season.
Yeah.
I know we talked about it, but I just didn't... When I made my thing, I just thought of things that were starting this season. But damn, you're right. Huh.
Yeah. No, that's my number one. I think Delicious in Dungeon.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah. Are you surprised?
Actually, I am surprised. I was surprised by that. Yeah.
Okay.
I thought... Wow. Okay. No, it's just I knew you were super stoked about that because you talk about it in the chat a lot, and then that's it. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
And
cool.
I've heard, my cousin told me the manga art is like amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Like One Punch Man, like crazy good.
And then like here, it's probably just like the Studio Trigger like animation style art.
Yeah.
Can we? Okay. Well, I guess out of the ones that for me, so my list was probably more if they started the season and it ended, like it was like a 12 episode type deal.
Okay.
So again, I forgot about the ones that ended from last season, but I don't think I have any that did. That would change anything. But
yeah,
I'm gonna be basic, but I'm gonna have some gripes because I think this season actually was kind of slow to me. But
it was a little slower this year.
To me, that's what it just felt like. Because I guess I just didn't have a whole lot to like look into, or I wasn't super excited about. My one of the ones I was super surprised that I got into was Windbreaker.
That's an honorable mention for me, but yeah, that was a surprise.
Yeah, and I think I just had that one was just up there for me. And I know it's not everyone's cup of tea because it's pretty basic to me, but I think I like the fight animation so much that it just shot up.
I think I like the hand combat fighting. That's like probably one of my favorite type of fighting, and I think Windbreaker did a really good job at that. But I think it was like a sleeper because not a lot of people really talked about this a lot.
Which is weird because I saw it all over my algorithm, but I think it's also because I liked one thing, but like a lot of people
started popping up.
Yeah, so I can't tell if it's a bubble. So you're right.
Yeah,
but I mean, based on the followership, it's still pretty high up there, and at least based on like my anime list, because I'm sorting by members, which I'm
and it's kind of like a happier version of Tokyo Revengers. Part why we like it.
So I actually think Tokyo Revengers is still better right now. But I think it's because Windbreaker right now is just all set up, and I think so the MC is really funny in that, and this is where I love seeing people talk about it, in that everyone loves the MC more than like Tokyo Revengers because he's not a big crybaby. Yeah, he's just a blushing boy.
He's a blushing boy.
He's got the tsundere, like the archetype for sure. But and I think that's just funny as like it's just been a while. And I think all the characters that do fight are pretty cool, but otherwise it's pretty. I think I like like I said, the fight animation. I think it's actually really good. The plot and everything is still pretty basic. So
it is basic. I will agree with you on that one. And my beloved Gojo voice actor.
The Japanese voice actor.
The Japanese voice actor.
Because I know the English. I forgot his name, but the English Gojo has a huge following too. So,
he does.
But it's just funny because I knew the moment he popped up, I was like, and I heard his voice, I'm like, Veronica's favorite. Is Absolute your favorite or no?
I would say he's probably one of my favorites.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think overall it was good. It was nice to like just see how the kid gets into like the school, like why he got into school, and then like just dealing with like, oh, he's so used to people hating him. And then, friends. Oh no.
What are friends?
I love the favorite thing I had was like the phone interaction. Where he I don't remember if he never had one or he just had a phone and everyone's, oh, look, give me your contact, and it's empty. Yeah. But they're all such good boys where they're like, oh yeah, okay, cool. We're just gonna add. And then he gets mad with the group chat and everything in the sense of like, why can't we just talk about this at school?
Yeah, I know. Like, and then he's like, emojis. What are these?
It's like low-key boomer energy.
Yeah. That was my favorite interaction with the pink-haired guy. That was so funny.
Yes. Yeah. That was good. But yeah, that was like for me like my number one like unexpected. But it was also up there, but I think it's up there because I didn't really watch too much else because I was kind of picky choosy. Yeah. I think my next favorite part has to be Kaiju. Number 8. That was the other one that's up there for me.
But I have some gripes.
I have a lot. Actually. Yeah, I have some gripes too. Yeah. What are your gripes?
Well, I think mine is that the studio didn't have a lot of budget, and so they goofed up one of my favorite characters because I am reading it currently. So I think like that was a big gripe for me, but also it just felt a little flat animation wise. So if you want to, I mean, don't want to. Well, no, I'm gonna compare manga to anime, but like the manga is way more detailed than the anime, and the anime just felt flatter to me. But I think the fighting was really good. Like I think they captured the funny, like the comedy moments really well. I hope that the next season they can have enough budget and just like fix everything.
Yeah, because here's the thing. Because I agree with you on the budget. Because I think what they did was they promoted the hell out of this, but also
because they did a countdown every week.
They did it, and they played it live too.
Yeah, and it was live.
Yeah. I think it was live every week. I know it was the big thing on the first day, and people were so upset about it because I think it was just the first day. But if I'm wrong, comment down below. Because I knew that was like one big gripe. Like I saw the ratings were so low and it tanked because they couldn't catch it live. I'm like, why do you care? You care so much about this, and yet we don't have live television.
Exactly. That is so true.
That is
because you're just waiting for the next Saturday. Yeah, that's all you're doing.
That's all I'm doing, and I'll just watch it at dinner. Anyway, that's like one weird thing. But my actual thing was, I felt like my wife and I, she loves kaiju. Like out of everything, she said it was her number one.
Yeah.
Because we're out of the stuff that we're watching together, right? And I thought it was like I think everything's like okay, but I feel like this is also just setup season. It is a fully set up season. So I've given given it that. I'm like, okay, I think it'll be better. I'm sure the next season was just gonna hit the fan at this rate.
Yeah. I mean, you've read a little bit of it.
No, I've only read the one chapter after this.
Oh, okay. That's all you've read. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Because I think the thing is I saw a bunch of comparisons and I thought it was just a vocal minority. Of like you said, like
everyone.
The manga looking not as good or looking way better as the anime, and I don't want it to be like mainly the big issue because otherwise I think the voice acting's great. I think the animation's pretty good. The music's good. Like the battle scenes are really good. I do agree. I think otherwise the animation budget or whatever budget or style it could be just style. At this point.
Yeah, I think it's style. It's flat.
So for me, it felt like it gave me the Chainsaw Man vibe where it felt like it was super, super marketed, but it felt flat on everything else. Like I thought it was good to watch, but then afterwards I'm like, okay, we'll see how the next season goes, right? Mm-hmm. Like it has its moments. I'm not saying it was bad, but I felt like it was pretty typical. If that makes sense? Like nothing special for me.
It's like, I mean, it's your typical shonen.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Like, I know some people are like, oh, well, I'd rather watch this than, like, Demon Slayer. I'm like, well, Demon Slayer is also basic, but all shonen are basic at this point, honestly.
No, I mean, it's all basic.
It's just how they present it at this point.
Exactly.
Right? But I think the premise and everything for kaiju is really good, but it is weird to see the comparisons for, like, how it looks in manga and in here. It just felt very...
I prefer the manga.
Yeah. And normally I'm not trying to, like, be like, oh, manga's better every time, but there are moments when you're like, they usually do a pretty good job in capturing. Which they did in kaiju, though. I will say, the kaiju moments when Kafka there's moments when he does stuff, I can tell it's a panel. Or I've seen the cover of it.
You've seen the cover of it, yeah.
And it looks really good in that moment. So I'm not saying it's all bad.
Yeah. No. Yeah,
it just felt very gripes. Fortnite-y, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain this. But otherwise, I think it was good. But I felt like it was the number one, but only in that the pool to me wasn't the best of what I watched. Because I didn't watch Mushoku Tensei season 2 yet because I'm still not started. So I know people like that.
Yeah, my husband enjoyed that a lot.
Yeah,
actually, yeah.
I'm name dropping that right away because I know there's other things that dropped that people probably really like too. Yeah.
Speaking of Demon Slayer, that was my number 3.
Yeah.
For me, yeah. It's because, I mean, I just miss the animation.
I miss UFO Table, yeah. Yeah,
UFO Table. And I know it's a shorter season because the training arc is actually, not that long, chapter-wise.
It's fun
so they extended it to, anime-only stuff. Mm-hmm. So I think that was really fun to see.
And I know some people had, a gripe of, oh, it's so short. I'm like, honestly, there's not much more you can do. They actually stretched it. Like they legitimately stretched it as much as they could, in my opinion, without making it too fillery.
And I think they did a really good job with that. I think 8 episodes is like it's perfect for the training arc.
Because the last episode was 45 minutes. The hour special, technically.
Yeah, an hour special. Like the last 2 episodes were a little longer than your usual 20-minute anime episode.
Well, the second to last one, Muzan had like his whole entrance, his
7-minute walk.
At first, I was like, "Dang, it's kind of weird that they're doing this." But then the more I watched, I was like, "Okay, it's kind of badass."
My husband was like, "Michael Jackson is entering," and he was like, "This is diabolical because it's like the last 7 minutes into the credits," and I'm like, "Yeah, I agree. I totally agree."
Eating up.
Yeah.
Man, I thought people would hate it. People loved it.
I know. It's crazy.
Because I thought it was fine too. It was just like, oh, he's finally here. Okay. Oh, okay. We're dragging this out.
Slow, dramatic walk.
But it's super dramatic. And I'm like, all right, I'm here for it. I'll take it.
No. Yeah.
Because you could tell the animation shot up at that moment. And I knew the next episode was going to be insane.
Was going to be crazy. And it was. And it is. And now, I mean, the last arc is going to be a trilogy movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which I think works. Personally, I think that's fine.
No, yeah, I agree.
Like, Ufotable, they can work the budget on that one, and it'll look freaking insane. Because there's so much. There's so many perspectives. That's the issue.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be.
And I don't think they could have done that in like a 12 to 24. I mean, they could have, but I don't think it would have.
The flow would have felt weird.
Right. Yeah.
Like, I'm just gonna give you guys like a quick. If you don't care to know, it's not a quick thing. All right, but spoilers, I guess. If you had all these things happening, actually no, I'm just gonna keep it vague. Sorry.
Yeah.
You would be changing perspectives like every other episode, and you probably get really annoyed.
Yeah.
Because they wouldn't be able to focus enough. They could do it well, sure, but I feel like you'd have conversation here, conversation would be here, conversation C here, and maybe a span of 2 episodes.
Yeah. And then people are going to be like super pissy about the pacing.
Yeah, so like this is so bad.
Yeah.
This is like, yeah.
And I think the movie will just be like, the first movie would be like, here's 2 point of views, some like side conversations, end it next movie, so forth. So
I mean, they stuffed a lot for Mugen Train. That was also pretty short too.
With some anime only stuff too.
Yeah. So
I think
there's promise. I think they can do it.
Yeah.
What I'd be annoyed is if they convert this into a season, like how they did with Mugen Train. That is my one gripe.
Yeah. No, I totally agree.
The one that I had, so my other one that I enjoyed a lot is, and it's still ongoing, kind of, is Slime.
Yes.
Slime to me has been, it started off super slow. Like it made me really upset, honestly. But now that I know
watching for a little bit.
Yeah. Because I was worried. I was like, is this a 12? If this is a 12 episode thing, we're cooked. Like this is so bad. Like, because they were just sitting there in the conference. Essentially, they were just sitting in the conference room for 3-4 episodes explaining how things should work. And oh god, Hinata's coming.
Yeah, and like they were just like planning it out.
Or basically. They were planning. Yeah, it's so many things. And I was like, this is really boring. But I feel like it's gonna.
It'll get good.
Okay, good.
Eventually.
And it did. No, but it did.
Yeah, it did.
But it took so long.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
For me, Konosuba. That's an honorable mention for me.
So, yeah, because I did my 3, essentially, right? The big ones that I liked.
I think, yeah. Konosuba.
Well, no, some of them mixed with yours, actually. So, yeah, Konosuba is definitely niche, in my opinion, still.
Yes.
But it's it's not as niche in that, like, a lot of people do watch it. People, like it. But I can't tell, like, the normal anime goer to, like, if they're just starting. You gotta be a degenerate. You gotta be an absolute, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta be a degenerate to get this.
And I felt like the first half of the season was, like, kind of cringe.
Yeah.
But I'm not a. If you're into lollies, sure, whatever, man.
But I think like they were trying to get their formula back too, because it's been so long since Konosuba has been aired.
Because I know, yes, Megumin had the one last year.
Yeah.
But that's just a spin-off, right? Like,
but it was like a side
the expectation
thing.
for like Konosuba to come back has been like memed forever. Because I think
it truly has memed itself forever.
Because second one started 2017. The movie came out 2019, so 2 years later.
Okay, yeah.
And then Megumin, Megumin was last year, and then this was So officially 2 to 3. Yeah, 5 years.
It's been so long. So I think it just it was cringe, but I think it took them a while to like.
No,
get the formula.
I believe the content at that point was probably cringe too, because this is based off of that light novel.
A light novel, yeah.
I don't give too much of a. I don't expect too much. I expect enough like comedy to like make me laugh, right?
It's just like lighthearted. It's just a good anime to just kind of sit and laugh.
Yeah,
for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
A
lot of physics, a lot of Anyway, it's fine.
A lot of plot.
My honorable mention that I have or another thing that I'm like, okay, it was good. I'm still kind of, Boku no Hero. It's like, so it's been good though. Honestly, it has been good. Content
this season,
yes. This season was actually really good. I think it picked up last season, of course, too, with like the whole like Dark Deku and like all this stuff. Yep. And I think this is the big fight, and it feels like it's finally picked up again. I felt like it was just kind of like teetering off for like a little bit.
Dragging a little bit, yeah.
Yeah. Even like the last season, like the idea of like him having to like be alone and like kind of have to be the dark of
Batman, basically.
Batman, essentially. Yeah. It was cool, and then I just and it was pretty high stakes, and I think that's what made it really cool and different. While before then, it was always like it just felt like
you were training with your classmates.
Yeah, it's like
and then like
training, big thing, training again,
villains
big thing.
Here.
Yeah.
Training, yeah. No, I totally understand.
So this is finally like I think I finally like it again enough, but we'll see how it goes.
I've read this. I'm caught up. I do not like the ending. We're in the epilogue episodes now. But it's like the type of ending where you just know it should end like that.
Okay.
And I think like I'm not saying too much because Harrison hasn't read it, but he's seen like a couple of like epilogue chapter panels. But it's just like the actual ending to My Hero is something you would imagine how it would end.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's just a little disappointing, in my opinion. In my trashy opinion, it's just disappointing. Yeah.
But otherwise, like this season though, like the fight with Shigaraki and like how it's like the whole villain like organization.
It's good.
It's good. And was there an episode yesterday? Did I miss something? Or is it done?
No episode this week, but there's a break. So it'll come back next week.
Okay. So it's been I think overall it's been very interesting to watch, and I'm like, damn, it's got me off the edge of my seat again. And I'm like, all right, this is because I've been waiting for this moment. It felt like it just took a while to get this moment, but it's fine, right? It's whatever. Fine. It's shonen. I'll take it. But that's my other thing that I wanted to add.
Okay.
I think you'll take my next one, but we'll see.
Will I?
I don't know. Let's find out.
I was gonna say my next one was Spice and Wolf.
I knew it.
Okay.
Yes. You didn't know I was watching it.
Oh, well, I thought you already watched like a couple episodes, so I was like,
but I'm caught up. No, I'm fully caught up.
Okay, you're caught up. Okay, me too.
So
it's still ongoing. It's a remake. So yeah, I think it's just really good.
Yes, it's been really good.
Yeah.
Unexpectedly, like I wasn't sure if I'd stick with it, honestly.
See, I didn't think you'd stick with it because it's a little bit like romancy.
But it's like played very.
It's played very nicely though.
Yeah, it's not like it's overly done. That's what I've learned. Like if it's like I understand like there's like little tropes and all, but I think the what's her name? The wolf girl. Oh, what's her name? What was it? Hollow. I think she's just very. It's a different type of like main girl, right?
Yeah,
because she's
different.
Yes, she gives off the vibe of like very like mature woman in her like single woman.
Yeah,
does that make sense? And she makes all these jokes about young men and all that because age-wise makes sense. Sure.
Yeah, no, age-wise.
Yeah. But so I think it just gives a different vibe. I think that's what it is.
No, yeah, and I just think, they're just so good together.
Yeah.
They just make sense.
Yeah, and I think like Lawrence isn't like. He's very witty, and I think I appreciate that.
Yeah, and he gets her. He like understands her.
Yeah. So, did you ever watch the original one? My chance?
No, I haven't.
Oh, okay.
No, so I can't even compare like
yeah
what they did, but I've heard that they have been a lot more closer to the source this time around.
I feel like that's the case for like a lot of like remakes.
Yeah.
Honestly. And people wonder that. They're like, why is that the case? And I'm like, and it's not like a majority of people. I've heard some people like complain about that. They're like, why does that matter? I'm like, because then you have like Soul Eater that has like this weird arc that goes off in a tangent. Yeah. And you're like, what? And if you read the manga, you're like, what's going on here?
Why did they just go off?
Newer watchers that like, I'm glad more people are watching, but it's weird to like having to explain that when an anime diverts really badly, it feels really bad.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's just like the source is right there, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's kind of like a book, and then you turn into
I do understand at times where...
Yeah.
Yeah. I do understand what times with manga, at least, it's a weekly... It's like a comic book, right? For those,
yeah.
You're dropping it weekly. Maybe you'll catch up too fast, right? One Piece?
Oh, wow. Yes. He's caught up, everyone.
No, but I heard, like, you know, like, the big three, like, Bleach or Naruto and all that, they would catch up sometimes, and you could tell they had to like pull it back into a filler season and all that. You're like, oh god. So, but that was your okay. Well, see, I told you.
Yeah, I think that's my fifth one. Yeah.
See, I told you took it.
Dang it.
Oh, but one that Bartender, Glass of God. Yeah. That was unexpectedly. That one was actually. Damn it. No, that was one of my top 3, actually.
Okay. Also a remake.
Also a remake, yes.
Yeah.
And I heard this one was like a little bit more plot heavy in a sense.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what that means. Like if they just focus on the drinks more in the last one type deal. But
I've heard that since the Bartender, the one that in the early 2000s, they couldn't get a lot of like of the alcohol licensing. So it was just kind of plain. Like making,
so they couldn't say too much.
Making drinks, yeah. So they couldn't say too much. But in this one, I mean, we're like in modern times. Like people have more money. Like
they're showing labels left and right.
Yeah, labels are here left and right. So I think it's just a little better for the plot itself when you actually show the alcohol.
Yeah.
what type of alcohol is in your drink? But yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that it's like next tier on like plot or anything. It was just like a nice like laid back like chill.
Yeah. It was refreshing.
It's refreshing. It has a little bit of drama with like, you know, dealing with certain people. But and it was cool to see like, oh, and I love people like when you talk about it, you're like, I kind of want to try to make that drink real quick. Yeah. So it's like it like gave like almost a Shokugeki vibe on that front with the gourmet like.
It's just like, ooh, do you have the power to make this drink now?
Yeah. Do we have that at home?
Do we have it?
Yeah, it was just nice and refreshing. It was super chill, so that was good.
That is good.
Is there anything else for you?
I finished Black Butler, season 3.
Wow.
It's the public school arc. I thought it was really good. I've missed Sebastian. I'm sure your wife will have the same reaction. But yeah, there's another season coming out. It's like a witchy arc coming out next year. So super excited. They're continuing on with Black Butler.
Damn. I haven't watched, so I have no idea. But
13 episodes. I think you can binge watch it.
Okay. Is there anything that you dropped this season?
Yeah. 2 or 3.
3?
No, 2. 2.
Oh, okay.
I dropped Monster after 3 episodes. Could not do it anymore. I really couldn't. It was just kind of like, you know, when you're watching Slime and then like kind of like a twin anime comes along and tries to remake it. Mm-hmm. That's how I felt about Monster. Yeah. I think they were trying too hard to be Slime.
Makes sense.
And it just didn't turn out. Yeah, it just turned the wrong direction.
See, I believe that. Like, I think I saw it, and I'm like, okay, cool, but I don't think I'll get into it. You gave it a shot. I'm like, all right, that's cool. And it's
Yeah. I dropped that. I dropped Condition Called Love, season 1. That's like a romance, high school romance.
You told me to watch this at the beginning.
Yeah, because I thought it'd be cute. And then it turned out the guy is way too toxic and too stalkery, and I was like, goodbye to you.
But what if it gets better? You could fix. He can be fixed, no?
That's what people told me. People told me he would get fixed, and I was like, I don't want him to be a red flag turning into a green. I just want him to be a green flag all around.
Typical.
Typical.
Those
two are the only ones I dropped this season, actually.
Okay, and then I think for me, the one not fully dropped, I just kind of left it off of like the rotation was Go Go Loser Ranger.
Oh, me too.
Like, I think I will continue to keep watching just to see, but I don't know yet.
Yeah, there's a season 2 announced, so
I know.
We can
I saw you announce that.
Yeah.
So honestly, when you did announce it though, I was like, okay, so it's already greenlit. I guess I will continue to watch.
No, me too. I think we stopped at the same spot. I think around episode 5 or 6. We were like halfway through the season, I think.
Yep.
But I think personally I will probably binge it because my husband is like, let's finish it.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, you don't even like it. Why are you want to finish it?
He just wants to spend time with you, okay? Jeez.
It's fine. But again, also my beloved Gojo, the Japanese voice actor.
Isn't he the
He's the Red Ranger.
Yeah, Red Ranger.
And I like to make this joke. My husband likes to make this joke. He's like, wow, Gojo's voice actor is everywhere but Jujutsu Kaisen. And I'm like, shut up, please.
Damn.
I'm like, please stop torturing me like this.
Gosh, wait, let me see. I'm checking one other thing. I want to make sure if there's any that bled over that I stopped watching too. It was summer, or no, not summer.
We both watched the Haikyuu movie.
We did.
Dumpster
Yes.
Battle. Yeah,
yes, we did.
We both watched. Yeah.
That was a new. Yeah. Did you? And I know Blue Lock dropped the movie, the Nagi movie.
Yeah, but I haven't seen it.
Yeah, same. I just know they dropped it, and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I
think it's in
wanted
theaters
to watch
right now.
Yes. Yeah. I did want to watch it, but I might wait. I had more love for Haikyuu, especially considering that I finished Haikyuu at that moment. So
yes, you did, which is great. I mean, I've read like a lot of Blue Lock, but I'm not as hyped as like a lot of people would be. But I think personally for me, it's just it gets repetitive after a while. And I know I hate comparing Blue Lock and Haikyuu, but they're just so different in a sense of like being one is more realistic than the other.
Yeah.
And I think Blue Lock is like the least realistic out of those two.
Just out of the two, right?
Yeah, out of
I was going to say, there's like Kuroko, there's like...
Oh no, Kuroko's like crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
I was like, there's other sports. And I know there's other new ones that I've been meaning to give a shot to.
Yeah, me too.
Like, was it Diamonds Ace of Diamonds?
Oh
Diamonds
yeah,
Ace?
the baseball one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's
that's
this other
coming back
soccer
with a
one
new
too.
season.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
that's what I heard. So, do you want to?
No, but Blue Lock is good. There's a lot of like hype moments in the manga, which I think season 2 will finally like showcase.
Mm-hmm.
So I am excited about season 2, but just like the plot itself, I find it very repetitive. But I can see the hype. I understand the hype. I understand why people like. I get it.
She gets it.
I get it.
But that's everything I watched and stopped watching. Mostly watched, but
yeah.
Is there anything else for you?
Not really. It's been like a slow spring season, I think.
I agree.
Usually spring, I mean, in the past couple years since COVID, it's been like crazy.
Yeah.
But I feel like everything's like coming in like this fall.
I have that feeling too. I do.
Yeah.
I do believe that. But yeah, if that's everything, I'm just gonna.
Yeah, that's all I have.
Cool. But let me find my notes. How do I say this?
Wow.
Thanks for tuning in. You can follow us on all our socials at NgoVo Convo and NgoVo Convo. If you're on YouTube, comment down below. Let us know like if there's any other shows that we watched or haven't watched that we should, or if you think we're wrong on certain things, or you think we're just like having brain rot on certain things.
Let us know.
Let us know. Please do. Let me have this discussion.
Oh no.
But yeah, like this video, hit all the buttons from right to left, hit that subscribe, hit that, all of them. Like I said, main thing, right to left, right?
Yes.
That's all. And that's it. I'm just going to close this out. Bye, everyone.
Goodbye.